What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be working on the girls' car again. We got some coilovers from a friend of ours, and we have the exhaust off Walzer's car when he was still when he still had a BMW motor in it and not a LS. So right now the car is on the lift. I got it up there right now. It's still real dirty. I'm gonna take it, excuse me, to the car wash, but I have to cut these studs down. As you can see, they're broken, whatever. I actually had to cut the nut off this one just to get the flange off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut these down smooth up against this and then just take a drill bit, drill these out, and then just through bolt it, and that will be all good. And then once I get that, we'll drive it down to the car wash, run it through, get all the mud off the underside and stuff to make the bolts and stuff easier for me to take off. So when I put these coilovers that I got soaking right now, just trying to get all the gunk from the other car off of them. I don't know really what the hell they are. They're just some like Mainzo or whatever. I don't know. They're just some coilovers that we got from a friend of ours, traded some parts just so we can get this thing to be a little stiffer and better. The girls have been driving it around the property with basically open headers. It still has cats on it, which we're probably just gonna leave on there for now because we're not tuning it or nothing like that or whatever. It's just to literally get them going, get it moving and stuff. So there's that. We are trying to find a couple sets of like nicer wheels. Nothing too fancy because they're gonna end up beating them up anyways. So we're not looking for nothing crazy. It's got the stock 17s on there right now. I was gonna look for some stock 18s or 17s just to have. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm gonna get this stuff cut out and then get this exhaust on so I can get it to the car wash. All right, so we got the exhaust on. Danny and I actually had to cut these flanges and turn them because the flanges here were actually in the wrong position. So we cut them, turned them, Danny welded them up, and we're all good now. It's got some big hodgepodge, like 3.5-inch exhaust, maybe even 4. It's hitting this lower control arm, but that's gonna change because we're gonna lower it anyways, or trailing arm, whatever the hell that is. And then a MagnaFlow muffler. So it's just what we had. So we went ahead and just threw it on there. And then, yeah, so I'm gonna lower it right now and see how it sounds. I already have an idea because it's exactly how Walzer sounded, so. Quality. So much better than straight header pipe. Not bad.
Tasty.
You hear yourself think.
Yeah, it's tasty, dude. It's not bad.
So once we actually get like headers on it and delete the cats a little bit, like it'll have a little bit more rasp to it. So like right now,
Delete the cats.
it's a track car.
Just take a broomstick.
No, I gotta make money off of it. We gotta put some money back into the car. But yeah, so once we do that, it'll sound a little bit more raspy and sound not too bad.
Rumble at idle too.
What's that?
She had a nice rumble at idle.
Yeah.
Nice little rumble too.
Yeah, it's good. It's actually not a bad car. They had fun in it. Yeah, it's raining. I might as well take it outside. I'm not even gonna take it to the car wash right now because it's kind of pointless. So we'll back it out into the
Off that bitch.
pollen, mud. Because I told you that Sandy sunk this thing, right?
Yeah, she buried it.
She buried it.
It was blowing out cobwebs and fucking leaves.
It's all good. Just gotta clear it out. Sockets. All right, we're gonna put this outside, and then I'm gonna get to the coilovers probably tomorrow. I painted the springs because they had some like chip paint or whatever, so I just painted them so that they look halfway decent, even though they're under the car. So we're gonna back the car out, let it soak and all that stuff, let it get all the mud off, and we'll be back tomorrow. All right, so it's the next day. We got the wheels off the girl's car. About to pop the hood and trunk and stuff and spray the bolts on the struts and shocks. That way I can let them soak a little bit because my dumbass decided not to go to the car wash first. So there's dirt everywhere still from them doing skids around the property. But I'm just gonna spray them off, get the coilovers on there. That way they are on there. I do have a set of wheels that I'm gonna test fit on there. Probably just run them for the front because they're a buddy of mine's. They're not mine. They're not staying on the car, but they're gonna look sick. We're gonna put all 4 on it, but we're not gonna burn his tires up. We're just gonna run the fronts for good grippy front ones and get an idea of like what offsets, what size wheels, and see what the girls really like, to be honest with you. So, but right now we're gonna get all this stuff sprayed and all that so that it's soaking and the bolts are easy to come out so nothing breaks. Hopefully I didn't just screw myself by saying that. But so let's get this stuff sprayed and get them off. All right, so I started with the back. I went ahead and just gutted all this stuff out. I did realize that it still has the factory like CD changer, which I'll probably take this out just to make it a little bit lighter. Plus it has an aftermarket radio in it, so we don't really need it. But so we're gonna get these 13s out here to drop the shocks, because the back is very simple. So I'm just gonna knock the back out real quick and just get this going. So let's knock the back out. All right, so yeah, we got the back all on. Like I said, it's super simple. You literally just drop the rear shock. It's a 18 here and two 13s on the top of the shock right there. And the whole like control arm and everything will just drop. You just grab yourself a little pry bar, pop the stock spring out. And then, you know, if you maxing these out like we are, then they'll just slide right in. And then you use a jack it up, line these holes up right here, go right in, start the bolts, whatever. And then on these coilovers specifically, these were 12s, not 13s, so we're not using the stock nuts on those. So these are tight, these are tight. I'm gonna work on getting the front, but I do wanna take this CD changer out just because, you know, race car stuff, make it lighter, makes more horsepower, whatever. So whatever you wanna think. So if anybody wants this, let me know. If not, it's gonna probably go in the trash. So yeah, let's get the back wheels back on just to get them out of my way so I'm not tripping on them, and then I'm gonna move on to the front. See ya. See ya. Out. So just gonna get the new ones put back in, probably clean this up a little bit, put the bolts away because they have the bolts for the top. So yep, time for the front. All right, so we got them in there. They're black and gold, so it's kind of hard to see them, but I do realize that the sway bar end links that came off the car are bad, so I'm gonna have to get some of those, but we're all tight up top and the bottom. I also wanted to show this. My dad decided to back into their car with the damn golf cart, so gonna have to get one of those. Yay me. But all the front's done. I'm gonna throw these wheels back on the front, and then I'm going to take it to the car wash and get all this mud off and stuff, and then go from there. All right, well, it's not slammed or anything just yet. I mean, we literally just put them on there so that we could get some adjustments and see how we like it. So right now it's still kind of at ride height, like stock ride height. I think it's actually like an inch lower. I could probably go down a little bit too, but I don't really want to dump it right now just because the girls are learning, and I don't really need them to have a slammed car and bottoming out everywhere, and then they freak out saying, what the hell was that? So we're gonna probably just fiddle with it, bring the spanner wrenches and stuff so we can adjust it as we need it. And also once we figure out the wheels we're gonna put on it, then we can really set the ride height right and all that. So, I mean, we're still stock angle, so we're also not gonna be going crazy with it, because if you have no cut knuckles or any kind of like any angle mods whatsoever, it's almost pointless to dump it on its face to try to get angle, because you're not really gonna do that. I'm gonna take this over to the car wash now, get it cleaned up and all that stuff. Braxton and Wes are coming over, that we're gonna mess with their cars as well. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. All right, so we're back in the trunk right now. As y'all saw, the CD changer and all this stuff. This, like, I guess this is either an amp or something for the radio. I went ahead and mounted, this was mounted like this up against here, and it was in the bracketry that I all took out. It's all in a pile over there. So what I ended up doing is just using one of the existing mounting points for this box and went straight into a threaded part in there, and then put the little tray back. I don't think we're really gonna like strip this car completely, just because we want to kind of keep it quiet. It's not like a full-blown race car or nothing like that, not yet at least. But for now, I think we're just gonna kind of make it still like, you know, a little bit better, a little bit lighter, stuff like that for the girls, and just make it comfortable. So probably will leave like the spare tire stuff out of there just because it's less noise to make. And that's the biggest thing, is I hate driving when you got a bunch of shit in the trunk and it's just all over the place, because you know, you forget. I remember I was drifting one time and I had jack stands in the trunk of my car, and it sounded like my wheel was falling off, which, funny story, I've had that happen a couple times too. So, but we're getting this done, getting some things cleaned up. I think I'm gonna vacuum all this junk out from under the spare tire, and then probably just throw the trunk stuff back in for now until we decide really what we're gonna do. So let me get this stuff all back in there and cleaned up a little bit and go from there. All right, guys, so we got the other car in here right now. We're about to get the wheels off of it. So I am going to be taking my buddy Mike's wheels off his E46. I think they're 18 by 9.5 Cosmos wheels. He's not going to be driving for a while. And really, I just need the fronts, just so that they're good fronts, whatever. I'm going to take the back so they match, and then we're going to go from there. So let's get these off and get them on the girl's car. All right, we got the wheels off. I actually just threw Walzer's spare wheels on here because he's not going to be coming with us. So I got them off, and I'm going to clean them up and all that good stuff so that I can put them on the girl's car. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this out of here. I'm actually going to take this customer's car out and bring the girl's car in and get all the wheels on. All right, so we got the girl's car in here now. As you can see, the spring's settled a little bit. It's definitely a little bit lower, and I went and washed it off. Unfortunately, a bird got me. The pollen's bad here, so it's not that nice. But this side still has all this damn tar all over the damn car. So we're going to have to actually like scuff that down, because I've used bug and tar remover and anything else to try to get this stuff off, and it's just not coming off. So if anybody's got any suggestions on how to get this shit, it's like just straight road tar, that would be sick to let me know. But we're going to get this thing up in the air and then get those wheels put on it and see how it looks. All right, so we got the wheels off and stuff. So I'm actually going to do the end links for the sway bar that I showed you guys that I had for this. So we're going to get that done and get them off, because if you look on the coilovers, it looks like they already had some, but they broke, and the end links that were on the car were bad. So we had those ones that Walzer said he's got. So we're going to put those on here. That way that's good. And then get the wheels on, get it on the ground, see how it looks. All right, well, in typical fashion, like anything that happens around here, they don't fit. They're too damn long. So we're gonna put these back in the box, put them on the shelf, and hope they fit something else. So get those back in there and go from here. But we're probably just gonna not run a sway bar for the weekend. It's not a big deal. It's only a track car, so it doesn't really need a lot of stabilization on the front. We'll just stiffen the front a little bit, but yeah, it's not that big of a deal. But let's get these wheels on here and see what this thing looks like. All right, so we got the wheels on here now. The fronts are gonna be fine. The backs, I'm pretty sure, are gonna hit just because of how far they stick out. So we're gonna probably have to roll it. I'll let it down right now so you can actually see. So this side's not settled yet, but when it settles, it's definitely gonna hit up in here for sure. So I'm gonna get the fender roller, heat the quarter panel up and stuff, and definitely roll these fenders in a little bit and probably do a little trimming, but they definitely look a lot better than they did before with the stock wheels. You tried sneaking behind me.
I didn't want to interrupt your video project.
We got a shop full right now. Danny's over here about to fix his grill so we can grill up. Wesley's here. Hi.
Hi.
Dixon's here. Y'all ain't met him yet, but we got this holy ass grill. Danny's about to tear it up, fix it up, be good to go so we can do some grilling.
Some bitch came straight out of Babylon. This Jesus is real holy.
Ask him in the comments what that hamburger crab thing is.
Oh, so I was seeing if anybody knew, because we were talking about it. I can't remember if it's called an Anapolitan or a Metropolitan. I could use Google, but I like getting you guys interactive. But when you put like crab meat on a hamburger, I thought it was called an Anapolitan. It could be.
Too bad, fool.
Alex thinks it's a Metropolitan. We don't know. So let us know down in the comments what it is, just to see. We don't know. So we were thinking about making some here because we're gonna cook up some dogs and stuff, and yeah. So, but let's get back to the car stuff, get these fenders rolled, and then see how well it fits. That was lame. Do it again.
Do it at 25, dude.
Go faster.
My feet get stuck on the fucking thing.
You'll be all right. Just go faster.
You need like a wheel under that bitch or something.
Scared.
Don't be scared. Sick.
I like how when he does the little bunny hop, the suspension fucking like preloads and pops them up.
You should add like 3 more blocks.
I don't want no smoke with that.
You should add like 3 more blocks. What?
What are you laughing at?
Don't laugh.
It's not funny. It's not a fucking joke.
I feel like Napoleon Dynamite. Go like 3 feet of air that time.
Exactly what it was. 12 o'clock that hoe. Put that bitch up.
I'm afraid these fucking handlebars moving.
Are they moving?
Yeah, well, when I went over that hill,
little fucking hill
yeah,
thing,
but I tightened them up, but I was able to pull them back. So I'm
Yeah, add more torques to it.
torque.
Yeah.
Ooh. You got to break a fucking ankle.
You're gonna break something. Oh, he's
It
going.
sucks that the brake is like a fucking engine brake too.
Yeah.
Because you could wheelie it really good if it didn't have that little engine brake thing.
Yeah.
You're a madman.
I gotta get like bicycle plates. This fucker's bent.
What bent?
What, standing on it?
Yeah, stood on it. Fucking
Because you got all that ass, baby.
bent. You right?
Dang.
Ooh, oh, there you go.
Yeah, so like you guys just saw, we got this thing sitting a lot better now. I went ahead and rolled the fenders a little bit, or the quarters, rear fenders, whatever you want to call it, and got a little bit of room, not a whole lot, but like I said, we're not going to be running these anyways. We're probably just going to run a bunch of stock ones on this thing. But I mean, this car is coming together slowly but surely. I still got to get a corner light since my dad busted it, but I mean, these wheels, I might have to try to buy them from my buddy, or just buy a set similar, or these wheels specifically, because they definitely make this car look a lot better with a little bit of low because of those coilovers, and the 18s because these are 18 by 9.5s, and it's nice. I'm slowly starting to like this car more and more, and I'm hoping the girls like it a lot better. So, but yeah, I'm happy with this. Wes is having some issues with his car that we gotta figure out. It's typical issues. It's just a starter.
It's Ford shit, man.
Well, yeah. So we're gonna probably try to knock the starter, see if that's it. If not, I know a guy that works at Advance that can get you one. Yeah. So gonna mess with this a little bit, but I think that's probably it for this one, guys. I hope you liked it. If you could leave a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be cool. And I got a few things coming for the next couple videos. Some things with the Fox body, some things with the Subaru, and so on. We are going back up to Connecticut soon, picking up something, not for me, but picking up something for a buddy of mine that thinks he wants to get into drifting, and y'all will see what that is soon. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.